We're dancing for the spirit of this country. We're dancing for the spirit of this land. We're dancing for the spirit of the water to come down and heal the land, heal everyone's cultural land right through.
The river is important to us because it was our living, our fresh water. It was our life.
We'd put a little net out, get a feed of Coorong mullet, go out fishing, pull in big mulloway bigger than me. That's our, you could say our supermarket.
Our mob would gather around here and have a different feed of things. Like it brings all the other animals here, kangaroos and emus, and it makes it easier for hunting, sustainable life.
It was a place where not just we go down to wash our bodies or to drink that water, but it was also a place of learning.
It's about a spiritual healing for our body and spiritual healing for our land that we live on. It gives us the food and sustenance that we need.
Well, it's like the blood in my veins. Without it, no water, mate, we'll die. It'll kill us. It'll kill our spirits, it kills our spiritual connections. It'll also kill our spiritual self.
The connection is part of who we are. So this river is part of who we are.
It's a part of my life, it's a part of my parents' life, it's a part of my grandparents' life, part of my great-great-great-great-grandparents' life. We've always been connected to the river. I travelled around England and I looked at England and they've got a lot of locks there and they've got a lot of water. That's what they try to do with the river here, the system here, is build that lock so they can stop it. It's a controlled thing like everything else. But as you can see, this country now, who's in control now?
They put all the locks in the bloody river so that, you know, the river can't clean itself. It's got no life form, no energy to flow through it. They're blocking the energy from flowing through it.
And it's just like the same like your heart. When the blood isn't flowing through it, it's very, very similar to what's happening to the rivers. And if you can imagine, you know, how poor diet makes you, you know, get clots and things like that. Well, that's the same thing, exactly the same thing that's happening to this whole river system.
Well, I was reading in the paper only last week where our cotton industry down below Menindee are bragging about the amount of surplus water they got where they sell it and reap the harvest, millions of dollars for self-gain for the members. You ought to see the big pipes they got. The water run backward. Come back here when they turn their pumps on down there. That's fair dinkum. We've seen it, 2 great big pipes, mate, and they're just pumping it into other creeks and wherever they can to store the water for them to sell. It's cruel, you know, and I said, gee, how can they get away with all this?
Within my lifetime, I've been witnessing the Coorong slowly dying. The southern lagoon of the Coorong now is dead. The southern lagoon is up to 7 to 8 times saltier than the ocean. It's dead water.
It's changed in a way where our fish is not there. The fish that we relied on and that was given to us by our Creator, they're not there anymore.
See this type of rusher, this is what our old people would go out and collect. These type of rushers, we're finding them very hard to get. The saltwater table's taken over here and there's nothing there now.
And all that water, all that land you can see, right down to the shore it's gone. Water's gone from there.
The Murray Mouth is now a sandbank. You have boats sitting in sand. There isn't a river there anymore in my country. The pelican is my spiritual guide. The word with Nurrinjeri is miwi. It's the spirit, it's the feeling of the spirit that you see when you have your totem around you and your totem's flourishing. When your totem's not flourishing, you know the land is sick and you know you're not doing what you should be doing. It makes you feel sick because it's not a natural, thing for the pelican to do. Their nestings are usually in the water reeds, not in trees.
Our water's been infected for a while with all the cows and the sheep and all the chemicals that they muck around with at the farms up there. So our waters have been very infected for a long time.
I said, why do they do this thing without consulting the Aboriginal people? And I think that's why our old people, our old spiritual people were upset as well, our ancestors. Because it's come back. They come back as well. When things upset us, the old people's spirits are there coming back with us. And they don't understand that real connectedness between the Aboriginal people and the spirit world, see?
We feel sad for what's happening today in our lands and our waters. We feel sad for what's the future for our young generations to come. What's the future for all children, black, white or brindle, that's living in this country. What gives people the right to take away their future of enjoying these lands and waters like we did? That's not right. It's not right.
Without that water, what would we teach our kids? Even though the old people taught us, only take from the land, the environment and whatever, what your needs are. Today we look at what the white fellas are doing and they're greedy, they're just taking whatever they want to take. They get millionaires for themselves, be millionaires.
Over the last couple of years I've been watching this, my part of the country, how it was dying. When you see things like that, it disturbs you and it makes you think what we should be doing.
I know why we are here, why we are united here today and tonight, is that we have a belief that is through culture and through the learning and the sharing of our culture that we can do anything. Anything becomes possible.
I feel that the people that's been controlling everything for the last couple 100 years, they need to step back and let us as Aboriginal people from along that river, let us get that back to how it was.
When our country was colonised, their early writings, they said what a beautiful, rich country, full of water and birds and animals. That's because we had a perfect management plan in place. And that management plan was don't be greedy, don't take any more than what you need, and respect everything all around you. That's the management plan. It's such a simple management plan, but so hard for people to carry out and to do.
We need to have some kind of compromise where we can come together as one. It's not about, blackfellas knowing the best way or, we've got all the answers. It's about respecting that traditional knowledge.
It's very important that you include Aboriginal women in the discussions about management of land, management of water.
Well, I think we should be consulted. And the management of the river should come back to the local people.
Blackfellas always taking that first step to show these people. This is what we need to do. We need to let that water come down. Too much sick country. We need to fix it all up.
To bring it into the 21st century and to put it as the two words, cultural flows, but I guess all we're saying is that what's needed is for there to be enough water coming through all of the story places that we have along the ways, through the waterways and the wetlands, to enable us to still continue to be able to do our ceremonial business, and it's very important to us.
Because this land is a part of us and we're a part of it, and we'll always be there. We will always be a part of this land. Aboriginal people will always be in this country, in this part of the world. We're the oldest living culture in the world, and we should lead the way in all ways, in all things. We should lead the way.